Peace, 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 family. All right, Major Live family. Not so much about contracting. Uh, that'll tie in more so at the end of this live. All right, but this live we're gonna talk about some emotions, family. All right, make sure you share. Peace and love to everybody. Peace, peace, peace. All right, make sure you share. Make sure you share, y'all. Sharing is caring. All right, sharing brings awareness. All right, and awareness brings insight. All right, so make sure you share, family. Make sure you share. All right, again, this live topic we are talking about is love a low frequency emotion? All right, we've always seen the movies. We've always heard people say things like, well, I did it because I love you. You know, I did it because I love. I did it. I'm with them because I love. Just think about the crazy things you've done out of love. Okay, I don't think you can really maintain love. I don't think love is a high frequency. I just think it's low frequency because I think. Well, let me say this from a man's perspective. All right, as a man, I would rather my women respect me more so than to love me. All right, because one thing I've noticed about love, a lot of people hold on to that as it being the end all be all. All right, imagine doing things to someone messed up. They say, "I love you. I'm sorry. I love you. I just love you." So, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's really not a high frequency emotion. All right, a lot of us are in situation right now because we top it off with, well, I love that person. All right, a lot of us are friends with people because, hey, well, I love them. That's my homeboy. From the sandbox. I got love for him. I don't think love is the highest frequency. There is no love anywhere in nature. You know what I'm saying? There is no love in nature nowhere. Nature it just is. You see what I'm saying? Like, we think there is love. I don't think love is real. Because when you think about it, how is love real? All right? Now, again, you want to be kind to people. All right? Because a lot of people think, well, if you don't have love, then you don't have care. That's not true at all. All right? That's not true at all. Okay? A lot of us literally have used the word love in it wrong. Because when you flip the word love backwards, what is it, y'all? When you flip the word love backwards, what is it? Exactly. Good point. I'm that dude named Chris. Good point. What's love backwards? Have y'all ever said the word love but wrote it backwards? Peace and love. Peace, peace, peace. Yeah. Love backwards is, can be evolve. All right. But if I'm just saying it, evolve. Evil. Yeah, a lot of people put love in the wrong situations. They say, well, this is because I love you. Love is not real, y'all. Okay? You're supposed to respect everyone. Nowhere does it ever say you're supposed to love everyone. I don't know where that says everyone. You see what I'm saying? Like, meaning you're supposed to respect someone. You're not supposed to be loving people, because sometimes when you start loving people, you start to ignore signs. Imagine getting beat on every single day, all right? Yeah, that person beating on you, they may love you. Meaning they love you too much, because too much of anything is bad. Okay? You know how many people are in abusive relationships, but the abuser love the one that they're abusing. They love them so much that they look at them as a possession, where they feel like they need to put their hands on them. All right, or vice versa. It don't even have to be physical. All right, it could be verbal abuse. You verbally abuse someone because you look at them like that's your possession. I love you and no one else. You see what I'm saying? Now, some people may say it's not that much love in the world, but you got some people that'll say, man, I just love her so much, man. I didn't really want her to be with nobody else. Or vice versa. I loved him so much. I didn't want to see him with someone, so I burned his car down. I'm sorry, baby. I couldn't think. I'm sorry. All right? Yes, love becomes possession. When you love something, you become possessive of it. Y'all ever notice that? When have you became possessive of something you didn't love? Yeah, it say love the Lord. It don't say love the people. Yeah, love the Lord. Love your God, of course. All right, but it don't say love all people. You're not supposed to be going around just loving, because everyone is not equal. Okay? That's just again, I don't know everything, y'all. I'm not no guru or nothing like that. All right? I just feel like it's a lot of situations where we use love as a substitute for action. And we say, well, if you really love me, you will show action. Well, not necessarily. All right? More so you want, if that person respected you, you would see action. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Now, I don't want no love, y'all. Look, y'all, I grew up with both of my parents. Listen, I had all the love. Trust me, I didn't grow up in a hateful home or nothing like that, all right? I'm just telling y'all this from an experience standpoint of women coming at me. I'm just telling y'all from the experience of being in friendships that probably shouldn't have been as long, all right? You know how many women have told me, I love you, I'll do anything for you. And then it's like, okay, but when the performance comes, it's like, you can't keep saying you love me, because if you don't love me, well, if you love me, you will be doing what I need you to do. You see what I'm saying? So don't love me, respect me. Because I've noticed you could love someone and not respect them. Man, let me say that again. You can love someone and not respect them. That's why I'd rather get respect over love. Now, if you love me and respect me, cool. All right, but I, over any day, respect me over loving me. Because you ain't going to drown me in, I love you so much, I love you so much, I love you. Nobody want to hear that all day. And you got to remember, a lot of women have watched Cinderella stories. You know, they trying to live in a love story. And sometimes us men, we kind of fabricate to kind of make that love story happen. Yeah, everybody's ideas of love is totally different. My love would be respect. Now, you got someone that will come to me and say, well, I love you, though. So can't you see? I'm over here crying. Can't you see how much I love you? I'll do anything. Man. No, see, you saying you wouldn't tell a man you'll do anything. I want a woman to tell me she'll do anything for me. I don't want no woman that won't tell me she will do anything for me. All right, because I'm the leader. It's so, yeah, I do want you to do everything that I need you to do. I don't want you to pick when I need you to buy in all the way. All I'm saying is, once you do that, that's going to show me that you not only love me, but you respect me. Because I know as a man, all right, as a man, when a woman says, baby, I'll do anything you need me to do, and she actually does it, because it's way different than just saying, I'm going to do it. And vice versa for y'all women that feel like men say the same thing, vice versa. All right? It's like, I'm sure you would rather actually see the actions rather than just keep hearing you say it over and over. I'll do anything. Can't you see I love you? Okay, I'm sorry. Give me one more chance. I promise I will. Sound like they drowning in the movie. All right, yeah. So when you understand that, you kind of understand. Damn, okay, I want respect over love, because I know folks that are love but don't know how to respect. Yeah, meaning everybody's love language is so yeah. So you're right. So I'm guessing that's my love language. My love language ain't telling me how much you love me. My love language is showing. All right, doing what the instructions is needed to be done. Now, some people say, yo, that sounds like too much militant. It is what it is. I'm not here to patty cake bakers, man. All right, I really truly feel like I am on this earth to help organize women, and I need women to do that. All right, I can't just organize women as a man myself. All right, I need women to help me organize other submissive women. All right, so no, I don't got no blueprint or nothing like that. You know, these ideas just be coming to me. It's like, damn, a lot of women aren't taught a certain way. Okay, let me break that down, and please, family, have an open mind. All right, okay, trust and believe everything is positive. All right, but one thing I've noticed, y'all know why, and I'm against this all the way. I just want y'all to know that first and foremost. Let me say my disclaimers. I don't feel like degrading women in any way is right at all. All right, but when you take a page out of pimps and whores, why do these, and I'm gonna call them women because I don't think they're whores. All right, I just think they're damaged women that just had never had any guidance. When you take those type of women, all right, ladies, just hear me out, okay? Just hear me out. Imagine your teeth messed up, you don't have a house, your wardrobe is terrible, all right? And then you meet a guy that said, hey, listen, I'm about to get you together, all right? I'm going to get your teeth fixed, I'm about to get you a wardrobe, all right? I'm about to get you a spot, but this is what I need you to do. All right, now we ain't talking about doing sexual favors. All right, take that whole negative, take all that out. Okay, take all. So let's remake all that. Okay, so instead of pimp and whores, picture it, men organizing women, but take away the sex aspect of it, meaning they aren't on the street strolling and giving their vaginas up. All right, for money. Take that whole approach out. Imagine if a man could go to a woman and say, listen, I'm about to fix your teeth. All right, I'm about to fix you up. All right, you're going to get a trust built. All right, you're going to do this. You're going to have that. All right, boom, boom, boom. All you have to do is submit to the empire. Now, what does submit to the empire means? Meaning you are part of this tribe. All right, meaning if you find a man, okay, he has to abide by these rules and regulations. You can't just go, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's organization, meaning we're organizing women. Because one thing I've learned about women, man, y'all can still hear me? Yeah, one thing I learned about women, they work way harder than men. No offense, fellas. All right? No offense, fellas. But one thing I've learned about women is once they got a plan and they buy in, oh my God. Have y'all ever noticed most call centers used to be straight women? Y'all remember when most clerical work was done by women? That wasn't man work. All right, that wasn't man's work. You see what I'm saying? Like really just picture that. Picture a group of women. All, like, meaning just all different kinds of women, just different backgrounds. They're all submissive. All right? But they have a plan. A plan is given to them. And why are we looking for these submissive women? All right? Low self-esteem women. All right, because I feel like there's power in raising the low self-esteem woman's aura, raising her self-esteem from low to high. All right, I just feel like as a man, that's like an ultimate. And I might sound selfish right now. It might sound egotistical. All right, but I just feel like being low self-esteem women and raise them to the next level. Oh my God. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know maybe some of y'all don't think things like that. I'd just be like, yeah, what would I be able to create with that? And we ain't talking about them being lustful women. Nah, we talking about classy. First of all, they got low self-esteem, so all they need is a plan. All right, I'm gonna talk directly to them. Hey, this is what you need to. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Because you can talk to low self-esteem women like that. You can't talk to high self-esteem women like that. Because you know what high self-esteem women do? You ain't gonna talk to me like that. This sound like. So you know what? We're not looking for high self-esteem women. Yeah. We're looking for the low self-esteem women. Those women that are damaged. Those women that have loved and got stepped on, loved again, got stepped on again, loved again, got stepped on again. All right? Because these are the stories that Tyler Perry be making. Okay, these are the stories Tyler Perry making. Meaning, damaged women becoming victorious in the end. Yeah, I'm not gonna have them. No, we're not calling them bees or whores, nothing like that. No, they're goddesses. All right, we gonna clean them up. All right, we gonna get them right, and they gotta submit to the empire. You see, like that's what it is. They gonna have trust built. They gonna understand contractual obligations. They gonna understand trust law. They gonna understand equity law. Man, sometimes I just sit back and just think like, damn, if I get 100 women with low self-esteem, what could I do? Oh my goodness. I could start, and some of y'all might be trying to take my idea, but you know what type of man you gotta be able to accomplish that? That's why I don't mind letting this idea flow free. All right? Because having 100 low self-esteem women and you actually give them value, because one thing I've learned about on my journey, I've been a broke man, been a wealthy man. All right? One thing I've learned about when I was broke, all right, those low self-esteem women, they didn't want money. They didn't want the world. They just wanted the smallest things. You could have went outside and just plucked the damn flower off the damn tree and walked in and hand to it and like, oh my gosh, this is the nicest thing that anyone's ever done. No low self-esteem, y'all. Stop trying to y'all women trying to fix it. I'm saying it how it is. Low self-esteem. Okay? Any woman that doesn't see the value of herself has low self-esteem. Okay? Yes. All right? We talking about those women that used to let us use their car all day, come back to their house and bring nothing back. All right? Them women that used to break their backs, knowing damn well we wasn't giving nothing but penis to them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is my way of giving back. You know, all the low self-esteem women that I use, you know. And I just feel like those women are really the ones that make this world go around. Let me build for a little bit, all right? Because there's more broke men than there are rich men. Okay? Let me say that again. All right? There are more broke men than there are rich men. Okay? And one thing that is a poor man's dream is a low self-esteem woman. Most low self-esteem women, they have their things together. They have a job. You know, of course, we understand we don't need jobs, but y'all get what I'm saying. All right? They have the job. They have the car. All right? And a lot of times they're dealing with a guy that's, you would look like, why are you dealing with him? It's because he gives her company. She might be a shy person, an introvert. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, we're talking about those type of women, because I've met those type of women that don't be on social media, don't care about no clubs, all right? They're just looking for somebody that'll be with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, these are some really great women. You know what I'm saying? There's some great women out there that are getting used and abused by poor men. I used to be a poor man myself, all right? And I can honestly see these low self-esteem women hide everything that they do behind, well, I love him. And you like, what? You love him? What is he doing for you? He was there for me when I was going through this. I'm like, well, of course he was there. You was the only place that he could lay his head at night. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these low self-esteem women don't even be hearing themselves. All right? Again, great women. All right? Great women. Great women. All right? But I honestly feel like I can help. But I need women to do that. Okay? I need women to do that. All right? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we need women to help the women. All right? Of course, I'm going to be leading the way. All right, but I'm going to need to kind of delegate, some of these instructions. All right. Now, this is where this is going to be a major, right? So imagine 100 women coming together. Okay. Just imagine 100 low self-esteem women coming together. Imagine what that room looking like after they start really moving. She starts saying, oh my gosh, I never knew I had this type of power. Then she over there, she gonna say, oh my gosh, Lucy, I feel the same way. And then she gonna say, oh my God, Melinda, I feel the same way. Because it's gonna be all types of different women in there. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you had a guy that used to use, oh my gosh, me too. You had a guy, and it's not gonna be oh my gosh, guys aren't shit. No, it's gonna be, man, we need to value ourselves more. Now, I'm not trying to ruin it for all the broke, man, because I can honestly say when I was broke, these type of women was a lifesaver. Okay? Lifesaver. When you had nowhere to go, your people kick you out. You can't go with your homeboys, then you find that woman that's low self-esteem. You don't got to give her no money. You just say, hey, I'm just trying to get back on my feet. Them the women that we honestly be honest with. Oh, I just stumbled upon something. Those women are the ones you're honest with, because remember, when we're broke, we can tell, like, listen, I ain't got nothing. I'm just trying to get back on my feet. If you just let me stay here for about 30 days. All right, I promise you I can be able to. And those low self-esteem women hear that and say, you know what, Andre? Okay, I believe you. And it's like, now Andre can either use that as a stepping stone or literally misuse that opportunity. I've had opportunities like that where I literally blew it. But I've also had opportunities like that where I literally was able to get to the next level. So that's why I say those type of women are like, man, they are lifesavers, and they don't really get much credit, because most guys, when they get money, they go off to the high self-esteem women. All right. And I can honestly say, as being a wealthy man, all right, me running to high self-esteem women always is an issue, because they feel like they know how to run how I'm trying to run things. All right. And that's why I say maybe I need low self-esteem women, build them up. Now, some people may say, well, maybe you're not man enough to get those high self-esteem women to actually buy in. Maybe so. All right. But I ain't got time to be trying to figure it out. All right. So I've thought to myself, low self-esteem women, they listen, all right? They like the littlest things really get them going, all right? So imagine being able to hand them the world, meaning financial stability, trust, setting up, all right? Weekly classes. You see what I'm saying? Imagine what that looks like 6 months later. All right, 6 months later, all you high self-esteem women, all with your, y'all about to see these low self-esteem women step. Okay, all right, brought to yours by yours truly. Okay, And they not going to be afraid or feel any jealousy by saying, yes, I came from Mensa school. All right? Because, you know, high self-esteem women don't like, I ain't no hoe. I ain't no man. Like, we don't want to be around them type of women. Oh, you masculine. We don't want to be around that. Okay? We want the women that say, yes, a man helped me get to this point. And I ain't scared to say it. Just imagine 100 women in a room like that. We gonna have men lining up. Hey man, where the dating sites at? Is they going on dates? And I'm be like, nope. Nope, they can't go on dates. Nope, you gotta go through me to go through a date with them. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, straight up. Yes. All right, yes. Like, no. All right, yes. No, you can't date them. All right, it's a vetting process. All right, because I know these women about to be delicate, and I know any man that catch their eye, they gonna pour out. They gonna be like, Charles, do you want me to make a trust? Don't worry, Charles, I'll get you a car. Don't worry, Charles, cause I already know how they gonna be. Okay, man. Yeah, we gotta give these low self-esteem girls a purpose. Yeah, ain't no dates. Yeah, you gotta go through a vetting process, bruh. Bruh, you gotta go through a vetting process. All right? Do you know what a security is? Do you have a trust, brother? All right? Do you understand what a bill is, brother? All right? If not, to the left. Okay? We gonna do this like Tinder. Swipe right, swipe left. All right? If you don't know these things, man, get out of here. All right? And then we gonna have a mentorship with broke men. I don't really want to do that because, you know, broke men be in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to rob you and shit. You know what I'm saying? You try to tell them something, they trying to figure out how they can steal your sauce and go resell it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of, you know, I work well with women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I work well with guys too, but it's like, God damn, bro, I'm trying to show you this so you don't have to think how you thinking. All right, so it's kind of hard. Then, you know, then we get to fighting and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're men. You know what I'm saying? I already know I'm not going to fight a woman. You know, the worst thing we going to do is just debate back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, but men, you know, certain things start getting going. I know I got an ego. I got pride. And I understand as a man, another man may have ego and pride. So, you know, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. All right, because we definitely have to raise the frequency of the broke man. All right, but I honestly feel like a lot of these low self-esteem women are almost like the crutch for these broke men, like myself. Because if they wasn't there, I would have got on my shit way quicker. All right, it's almost like they're the safety net for the safety net. When you can't go crash at your homeboy house, you can't go to your grandma's house, you can't go to your aunt's house, can't go to your... It's always that woman that you see at night. You never give her respect to see her in the daytime. You only see her at night because you know she's guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Those women right there, they're overlooked so much. All right? They're not looked up. They're not valued by other women because other women call them stupid. All right, they're not valued by men because men understand, well, you was doing that when I was broke. You ain't on my level when now I got money. You know what I'm saying? And I see it's like almost like they just kind of get left out to dry. And as they get older, you know, they get older and older and older and older and older. Great women, okay? And I just feel like me personally, all right, to be able to do that, all right, I definitely feel like I'll be making a good impression. Not impression from personal standpoint, but leaving the impression, meaning 100 women being able to go talk to other women. All right, because now those 100 women are gonna be able to talk to. Hey, okay, I know a friend that's just like me. I'm gonna tell you, she don't got to be like that anymore, because a lot of these women are looking for company. All right, and the thing is, kind of want the company to be a little better. I get where those women are coming from, because it's like, no one knows me. I'm not really out there like that. I just kind of met this guy, and that's really how that shit be going, y'all. Like, literally, I remember meeting a girl that didn't have no social media. She didn't have nothing. She just worked, went home, and I don't know how I met her. It's the craziest thing. I don't know how I met her. All right, but she ended up being like a real good friend of mine. All right, yes, I was a dick appointment. I only came over there at nighttime. All right, but as I got like older, And just looking back on like certain things, you start kind of thinking like, damn, she really did. She didn't ever ask for nothing. Like, and knowing damn well I could have gave something, I never gave nothing. And I'm not saying we should reward her for that, but yeah, that's gold. Because you got some women that is gonna say something like, "What my money? What my money?" Not saying you shouldn't say anything, but you got some women that just tuck it away and, well, move on to the next. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, a woman that can do that deserves more. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because imagine her with the guy that actually cherishes her. Now, I know a lot of these women's going to end up falling in love with me. All right? And I'm going to try my best not to make sure they understand that I'm the professor. Okay? I'm here just to get you right. We're going to get your teeth clean. We're going to get your teeth done. All right? We're going to get in the gym. All right? So I definitely expect there to be, more heavy-set women in this program. All right? And I'm saying this to say, imagine this transformation that's about to happen. One thing I've learned, you get a group of big girls together, man, they gonna have themselves a ball, okay? All right? So imagine we putting these women on a clean diet. Now, they got to be dedicated, all right? This ain't about to be something where you just tapping in and you can just come in and go. Because, nah, you're getting kicked out if you don't keep up. You're getting kicked out if you don't keep up. Okay? All right? So, yes, all the biggins, please come. All right? All the women that's, if you're single, you're big, you're insecure about your weight, you're insecure about your smile, you feel like, forget all that. All right? Come on over. All right? We're going to learn this contract law, trust law. All right? Hopefully we can have some groups of all women trips. All right? Man. We're going to start blogging it. Man. Like, yeah, look, man, I'm trying to tell you, I'm giving y'all some Netflix specials right now. So if y'all see some, like, yeah. All right, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. All right, but I am going to do an all-women's mentorship in 2 months. I am going to do that, all right? And I think that's what's going to follow up into that, all right? But, yeah, I'm here to organize women, okay? That's what I'm here to do, all right? Somebody try to call me a pimp or something like that. I think that's the ultimate disrespect, all right? I just feel like I'm here to organize women, and I honestly feel like I can speak this way to low self-esteem women, because high self-esteem women hears this and say, hell, what? Oh, no. All right. Most low self-esteem women don't mind being humble. See, I want my woman to be humble. All right. Now, of course, not humble when you goes to, contracted, but when it comes to me and her, all right, I need her to be humble. I don't need my woman outshining me. Now, some people, and it's not about competition, but again, I don't think a woman is supposed to be outshining the man. Now, granted, some of you may feel like it shouldn't matter. All right? I'm just telling you from my perspective. All right? I think the woman should dim her light, because why is all the attention going to the woman? Now the woman is going attention crazy. Now she's taking pictures with her ass out. Now she feel like she got to put more. You see what I'm saying? Now she's losing her essence of, hey, whoa, wait a minute. Snap in. Whoa, wait a minute. Spotlight. Hey, we got work to do. You see what I'm saying? So I that's me personally. I don't think I would do well with a woman that makes it all about her. Now, a lot of women do. Those women that literally talk about their birthday when it's still 7 months out. Oh, my birthday, I'm going to do this. I'm my birthday. I don't really do well with those type of women. You know what I'm saying? Like, the women that's, that's humble, all right? I feel like they need men that aren't humble, all right? Because I feel like because some people feel like that's negative to be humble. So we're going to use math. A negative and a positive, all right? Don't that equal what that equal? A negative? No, 2 negatives equal a positive, all right? 2 negatives equals a positive. Some people say a woman shouldn't be humble, shouldn't dim herself. Some people say a man shouldn't have ego. I think the man should have ego, and I think the woman should be humble. See, that's just me. Some people may think it's the negative. All right? Those two negatives to me makes a positive. All right? Yeah, a lot of these women, yeah. All right? And I feel like there's so many wonderful women that are low self-esteem. All right? But they don't care enough to basically talk themselves up. All right, because they have low self-esteem. They're not going to come in the room and say, I'm this, I'm that, I am a da, I am a, they're not about to do all that. Are humble women attracted to arrogant men? Yes. 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 Yes, that's a good point right there. Yes, they are. Most arrogant women are attracted to humble men. You will never see an arrogant woman with an arrogant man. Let's take that word out. You will never see a overly confident woman and an overconfidently man. Now, if you do, it's rare. I'm not saying you're not going to see that, but most time, okay, if the guy is arrogant and, or he's quote unquote cocky, or let's say he has high confidence, he's going to be with the humble woman. All right? And if that woman learns her man, she's going to know, okay, I let my man shine. All right? Because one thing about women, they'll even tell you, well, older women will tell you this, you have to stroke your man's ego. All right? It's not about dick riding anything. You hear some women, I ain't gonna boost his head up. You hear that? You got some women that literally tell themselves, I'm not about to boost my man head up and make him get the big head and that. Why not? Why not? Why don't you want your man to have the big head? He should feel like he can conquer the world. You see what I'm saying? Now you're competing. Now you're saying, well, I don't want to get too big for it. Why not? Boost them. All right? Because let me start having ideas and you say, who do you think you is? Yo, you got to pack your shit and go. You got to go. I might just say things just to test people. I'm about to do this, just to see the body language. All right? For sure. For sure. All right? We don't want our women hardcore. We don't want to have to battle. Okay? Boost the ego. Stroke the ego. I don't know who's telling y'all men aren't supposed to have ego. Well, you must got a punk then. All right? What you mean? You must got a punk. What you mean your man ain't got he must not be leading anything. What you mean he don't have an ego? Well, you don't have ego. And I'm not saying he has to be like, this is mine, I did it. No, I'm just saying just have this stain of leader like, yo, I know I'm him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might not say it out loud. All right? But when every morning he get up and about to brush his teeth, he look at that mirror, yeah. Yeah, that's an ego, and I think that's good. All right, as a competitor, I feel like all men should be competitors. All right, not competing with your woman. All right, but competing with the obstacles of life. All right, this is going to hit you. This is going to hit you. You're going to have this family problem, this family, and you got to be a competitor. You can't be just, well, I ain't got no ego. I'm just a humble man. I'm just, like, nobody want to hear that, man. You see what I'm saying? I see, yeah, right. I'm not saying you got to brag about it, but just knowing inside, yo, I'm him. When my family needs me, they know who to call. All right? That's an ego. All right? You got some men that say, I ain't got no ego, but you know damn well, without you, the family. Now, you might not go tell the family that. All right? But everybody in the family knows, hey, man, if he goddamn pull the plug, hey, let's show him some appreciation. Hey, appreciate you, Dad. Hey, Dad, thank you. I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the mom got to remind the kids, hey, y'all, make sure y'all appreciate your dad. Tell your dad, thank you. All right? Some of y'all forgetting to do that. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's good to do, because sometimes we just expect that to happen. And it's like, yeah, guys are simple. A simple man. I just want to say I appreciate you, man, because I don't know where we would be without you. Hearing that, it's like, okay, I'm doing my thing. Okay, I bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, some women feel like, I don't want to give him that gratitude of feeling like he the only thing I got. Like, yo, what are you talking about? What is this feminist mindset coming from? I want you to come to me and say, yo, trust me, I everything you've done, I don't know where I would be with. That's the truth. There's a lot of women that like to play hardball, like, well, I would have just found somewhere else. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Stop lying. Okay, who else did what I just did? Stop. Okay, you don't gotta be like that with me. You don't gotta be like that. So many women have tried that with me. I'm like, girl, you don't know nobody else that knows the information I'm telling you right now. Shut up. Okay? What are we talking about right now? But so many women try to take it back to, well, I can get any man to any man to. And that's just not true. I've been a broke man before, all right? And I understand there's not a lot of guys out here with wealth. There's not a lot of guys out here that's informed. So to look at me and tell me you can find another me, no offense to no guys out there. I just know the work I put in, all right? And if you put the same work in, you know what I'm talking about. All right, but just imagine a woman trying to tell you I can find another. I'm like, I know you probably don't watch a bunch of movies, but this is real life. This is real life. This ain't the movies. You might be mad today, and tomorrow you looking. Yeah, you can go on the website and all the men go, hey baby, hey, you back? Ah! Yeah, but what that conversation gonna be like? What is it going to be like? What is the goals going to be like? You going to ask him, what do you want to be? He going to be like, I want to start me a business. I want to start a couple of businesses, have a multiple streams of income coming in, just to make sure my kids straight, probably getting some real estate, flip a couple of houses, getting into some trading, getting into the stocks and things like that, just trying to diverse my portfolio. I'm sorry. I apologize. I should not be laughing that hard. Okay. But yeah. Sometimes you gotta... Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, okay? Ladies, your next date, ask the guy, hey, what do you want to... Again, we're not laughing at him. I'm just showing the women how, the man doesn't know. He's going to say what sounds good because women have echoed what type of guys they want. They want guys that are in finance and understands business. So now all you gotta do is say, I want to make a couple business. All you gotta do is sound like you got potential. You know how many women out here? All you gotta do is have a mustard seed of potential. She gonna say, I see so much in Dante. Oh, I see so much in Lewis. I'm like, you see what in Lewis? He's just a great guy. He makes me laugh. My dog died and he went to the store and got me some dog food. Or not dog food, but my dog was hungry. He went to the store for me, got some dog food. I said, well, Trina, did you give him the money to go get the dog food? Yes. All right, Trina, I don't think that's a big favor, Trina. You see what I'm saying? It's like, remember I told y'all, low self-esteem women, you can do the littlest thing and it can make them, oh my gosh, no one has ever did that for me before. I said it. All right? I remember doing something that didn't cost me no energy. All right? I remember I was broke. And I gave her, I forgot what I gave her, but she cried. And I was like, damn, she really loves me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no fake shit. She was like, hey, no one's never really... And maybe she knew I was broke, and she was like, damn, he broke, and he was still able to muster something up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was young at the time, but she started crying. I did not. man, I was confused as hell. I just knew she was gonna be like, okay, appreciate it, but she really was like appreciated that, like, and you can tell, like, you never know people's background. You never know. You would think, like, okay, you a woman, you gonna get something from some guy. But y'all, some women has never received a gift, never received flowers. You know what I'm saying? Never received a date. A lot of these women are the ones that have paid for all their dates. You see what I'm saying? I know some of y'all guys like, man, bullshit, man. They lying. I get you, but I don't think men understand how many women are out here. There is a lot of women. Okay? So to really expect every woman to have been taken out on a date, I think that number is way higher than what we think. Meaning, how many women have been asked to go on a date, meaning with the guy that they like, and said yes and had a good time and didn't have to pay for anything? A lot of women has not been in that position, y'all. We not talking about, no, I'm coming to your house and we eating in your living room, Netflix and chill. We talking about an actual date, okay? He put clothes on, you put clothes on, he picked you up, all right? He opened your door. I always seen my dad open the door for my mom, so it was always natural for me. Not saying I always do it, all right? But when I notice it, I try to do as much as I can. I know when I'm out with my girl and I open the door, I remember the old head came across the street just to congratulate me. He was like, hey, man, I just want to say, man, you a real man. I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, not too many men open doors. And I look back, I'm like, oh, yeah, my dad, it wasn't nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of women has never received that. Oh, my God. All right? Imagine, just next time you go on a date, fellas, just open the door for her. Watch her say, oh, my God, he's a gentleman. You might not even be a gentleman. But at one date, she gonna be like, yo, I ain't never had a man. Because a lot of guys don't know gentleman manners. All right? They don't know how to be a gentleman. Okay, yeah, they know how to throw money at a woman, but they don't know how to really be a gentleman. Okay, yes, I was a broke guy, but I was a gentleman. Because in my eyes, I was like, yo, I ain't got nothing I'm broke, but hell, let me make sure I got them, you know what I'm saying, take a trash out, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, do what I can, all right? And I honestly feel, man, a lot of women has never received that job. All right? Yeah, they never seen it done for their mom. Hell, their mom never received it before. All right? So again, I can say I did grow with both of my parents in the same household, so I was able to give an example. All right? So for those guys that out there that hasn't gotten the example, it's some great guys out there that you can watch. All right? Literally, go on YouTube and just type in how to be a gentleman. All right, what is gentleman etiquette? All right, what are the top 10 things to do as a gentleman on a date? Like, when you do that, when you make that little extra push, you're automatically separating yourself from the other men. All right, you'll be amazed how far you can get with a woman just by opening her door. I'm not talking about just doing it as soon as y'all go in. I'm talking about going in, leaving. Okay, when you about to drop her off, you hopping out, running to the other side, opening the door. Okay, not the whole reaching over the arm. I'll be doing it sometimes. Again, I'm not perfect. All right, but if we can stay to that, that formula, I feel like that's just gonna get passed down. Imagine you seeing dudes with their girl, you seeing them open the door. That's gonna make you as a guy like, man, let me open my girl door right quick. Yeah, you ain't about to show me up. And that's why I'm talking about egos of the guy. All right, as a man, if I'm with my woman. All right, and let's say we with 2 other couples, and let's say the guys is like ultimate gentlemen. They sliding the chair out for their girl, pushing it in, open the door. And let's say I ain't doing none of that. What do you think my girl is? What do you think she's seeing? All right, what do you think she's like? Damn, I wish somebody would. She might not say that. You know what I'm saying? But so again. That's literally separating yourself. Like, literally, it's there. We just got to do it. All right. But I said all that to say, all right, I am going to have some, we is going to do that low self-esteem, women mentorship. All right. We're going to build the self-esteem All right, because again, they're wonderful women. They just need to understand, okay, trust law, equity law. All right, they might need to hear it, how much they're appreciated. They might not even heard this side of the story. All right, remember, I was the broke guy manipulating those type of women, so they probably haven't even heard an explanation of, damn, why did Steve just leave me? He left without saying, oh, why did Dante just leave me? Or why did Juan just leave me? He didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't understand, so they just move on to the next guy. Yeah. Alright, so that's what we gonna do, family. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. For all the ladies that is interested, alright? All the ladies that's interested, I want you to DM me, hashtag woman power, alright? Woman power, alright? Hashtag woman power, so we can go ahead and get this list made, alright? We're going to get some Zoom classes going, alright? If y'all have any lower self-esteem friends, alright, that you know that's great women, but they probably be dealing with a guy that's, you know, and a lot of times those women end up being physically abused, so we kind of want to save these women before, you know, they get in too deep. All right, because I do understand a lot of them women stay way longer than they were supposed to be, and a lot of those broke men become possessive of these women and hiding it behind love. You see what I'm saying? So that's how we group everything back together. All right, but with that being said, y'all, for everybody that is interested in the trust, fathers, remember, trust. We are doing $500 trust all the way to July 1st. $500 living trust for fathers. For everyone that's already sent their information, give us some time. I was out of the office yesterday, didn't do any paperwork. All right, but we're getting back to it today. All right, we apologize for the tardiness. All right, but we are getting to that today. Now, for those that are interested in our $500 living trust for the fathers, DM me, hashtag fathers, so we can go ahead and get that going. Yes, I'm going to do the women's mentorship as well. Shoot me a DM for that, for the information. All right, y'all. Peace, peace.